Today's recipe on Cooking with the Cajuns is going to be Cajun's New Orleans style sweet potato crunch. We're going to use some small sweet potatoes. Make sure you wash your sweet potatoes real good before you start preparing them. And we're going to have some medium sweet potatoes. I made sure that I ran them under some cold water and just wiped them down real good. We also have a large organic sweet potato. It's a reddish color. And I wiped it down real good and washed it real good and, make sure they're real clean. It's real important that you clean them and wash them before you start preparing them. So we're going to use some olive oil, and what we're going to do with the olive oil is we're going to put a thin coat of olive oil on the outside of all the sweet potatoes. This is going to give us a foundation for our brown sugar that we're going to use some light brown sugar to coat the outside of the sweet potatoes on top of the olive oil. Now I have some kosher salt here. I didn't use any because I'm not big on salt, but if you want to put a little bit of salt with the sugar, you can. And we've got some freshly peeled pecans that we're going to cut up into some little small chunks to make our sauce. And here's the honey. It's going to be the main ingredient of our sauce to go along with our pecans. So now we're going to get some olive oil. And we want to wipe down the outside of all the sweet potatoes and put a light coat of olive oil to prep them so we can put our brown sugar on them. So once we have all the sweet potatoes coated with olive oil, we're ready to put the brown sugar on. So let's get a nice plate. We're going to get our brown sugar. We're going to put it in the base of the plate. That ought to be about enough. And we're going to roll a sweet potato in. You can see it's going to cover some but not all. So we're going to have to take some brown sugar, and we're just going to lightly dust it over the sweet potato. Try and evenly coat it. And just keep slightly turning it to try and coat the whole sweet potato with some brown sugar. And while I'm coating my sweet potato, I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. So now we have our first one done. I'm going to place it on the side in the basket that's going to go in the oven. And what I did was I collected all the brown sugar and put it in my little ingredient cup, and now we're going to use it to reuse the brown sugar, put it on the next sweet potato, trying to waste as least as possible. You can see how evenly coated the sweet potatoes are. The olive oil's holding that brown sugar together. It's our organic sweet potato, how good it looks. And then we have all 5 sweet potatoes evenly coated with our brown sugar in our basket. Now we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven. So we're going to get it in the oven, 400 degrees, 18 minutes, and then we'll turn them. Now we're going to start working on the crunch sauce. We need some fresh peeled pecans, some fresh local honey, some lemon juice. And I have my Bubba Ulu Knife. We're going to chop up our pecans. Now what we want to do is chop them up into little small chunks. Maybe you can quarter them a little bit smaller than quartering them. Cut them in half down the long axis, and then maybe twice along the, against the long axis. This knife's perfect because you can roll it. It's easy to cut it. They don't go everywhere. You can see what you're doing. You can do it one-handed. I love this tool. This is awesome. check out the Ulu Knife. Now we're going to gather our pecans up. Cut our lemon in half. Now we got our lemon squeezer. We're going to get some juice. We're going to mix it with the honey and get our pecans incorporated. Get it mixed up. And then we're going to pour the rest on top of the other pecans. Then we'll get a nice even coating of our honey sauce on top of our pecans. Just give us our crunch. There you have it. Pecan crunch with some lemon and honey sauce. And we're going to put a little fat. We're going to cut some butter up. We're going to need some fat. We're going to cut about 6-8 pieces. We're going to put it in our ingredients bowl. And we'll have it ready when we need it. Boy, they're almost done. Look how good that looks. The brown sugar and caramelized and melted on top of the sweet potato skin and caused a crust to form. Oh, look how good that is. Doesn't that just want to make you take a bite out the screen? We're at 193 degrees. We need 206 to 208 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature. So now we have about another 5 minutes and we'll be done. This is going to be a great dish. This is great for any holiday side dish as well, folks. It's been about 6 minutes. Let's take another temperature and see where we're at. Oh, that looks good. Well, there we go, folks. We're done. So now we want to sample one more sweet potato to make sure our temperatures are even through all sizes. And we getting those. Looks like we're there. Looks like we're all done, folks. Got our sweet potatoes up to about 207 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, using our Bubba 7-inch Santoku knife, we're going to cut our sweet potatoes in half, and we're going to put some butter in between them to get us a little bit of fat melted in between them before we put our sauce. Listen to the crunch. Listen to the skin crackle as it cuts through. That's good. Now we're going to get some butter. We'll put one little square of butter in each. Look at it, it's already starting to melt. Now we're going to mash it down, break it apart. Time to put our crunch sauce in. Now, folks, make sure I run out of honey. Make sure y'all have enough honey. I'm going to put the ingredients down below so you know how much to have. Look at that, how good it looks. Well, it's about time to take a bite. Well, you can see it steaming. Boy, doesn't that look good? Here, take a bite with me. Time to make our sweet potato puree. We're going to be using our Breville Control Grip It's an immersion blender. It works very well. Comes with several attachments. You've seen it in past videos when I've processed some vegetables. And here we go. Well, hello, Bella. Y'all know Bella loves treats, right? If you can smell it, believe me, she wants some treats right now. So we're going to just keep going around in a circular pattern, moving the outside to the middle. And it's going to just keep blending it. We're going to add a little bit of fat, get some butter in here to thin it a little bit. Plus, you know, butter always adds some flavor. That's going to help us even get it a little bit thinner, a little bit more in the puree state. When we finish our puree, we're going to let it cool and put it, and we're going to stow it for later. We're going to use it for another video coming next week. Packed up to use in the next video, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, and please hit the bell so you can get notified on future videos and when we go live. Have a great day. The Cajun and Bella. Thank you.